Imagine the roar of Yankee Stadium fading into a deafening silence, the kind that echoes like a death knell for dreams built on pinstripes and glory. Aaron Boone, the man who once swung the bat to etch his name in Bronx legend, now stands at the precipice of infamy, tying the most unwanted record in MLB playoff history, 50 games managed without a single World Series crown. As the Toronto Blue Jays uncork champagne in the visitors' dugout after their 5-2 dagger in Game 4 of the ALDS, Boone's Yankees crumple, eliminated on their home turf for the first time in a decade. But wait, did you know this loss wasn't just another October heartbreak? It was the moment Boone surpassed even Billy Martin's tenure in Games 1, yet joined the ghosts of managers like Buck Showalter and Dusty Baker in eternal playoff purgatory. What twisted fate turns a hero into a harbinger of drought? The air in the Bronx crackled with desperation from the opening pitch on that fateful Wednesday night. The Yankees, down 2-1 in the series after clawing back from the brink in Game 3 with Aaron Judge's mythic 3-run blast that tied David Ortiz's elimination game homer record, entered Game 4 hungry for redemption. Carlos Rodon toed the rubber, his eyes burning with the fire of a man who'd been torched in Game 3, leaving 6 runs on the board before Boone mercifully yanked him. This time, Rodon danced through the first 2 innings, striking out Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a slider that painted the black, the crowd erupting as if the ghosts of Jeter and Rivera had possessed his arm. But tension coiled like a serpent in the third. Dalton Varsho laced a double, and suddenly Ernie Clement's grounder sneaked through the left side, plating a run. Boone paced the dugout, his jaw set, whispering adjustments to his infielders. The score ticked to 1-0 Toronto, and the stadium held its breath, every fan sensing the noose tightening around New York's throat. Then came the unraveling, a cascade of errors and echoes from playoff nightmares past. Anthony Santander, the Orioles' cast-off turned Jays savior, dunked a 2-run single to right in the fourth, ballooning the lead to 3-0 as Rodon's command evaporated like mist in the October chill. Boone stuck with his starter a batter too long, echoes of Game 3's infamous hook, before summoning the bullpen, but Tim Hill's sinker betrayed him, allowing 2 more runs in the fifth. The Yankees' bats, powered by Judge's MVP-caliber fury, flickered but failed. A solo shot from Giancarlo Stanton in the sixth sliced the deficit to 5-1, the ball rocketing off his barrel like a missile aimed at atonement. Yet Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s double stranded 2 in the seventh, and the eighth inning brought only whispers of rally as Toronto's rookie phenom Trey Yesevich, fresh off his 11-strikeout masterpiece in Game 2, mowed down the heart of the order. Boone's face, etched with the weight of 8 seasons, 697 wins, a .584 clip that outshines legends. Cracked just once, a fleeting glance skyward as the final out sealed the 5-2 defeat. In that suspended heartbeat, the record tied, 50 postseason games, 0 rings, a milestone that stings deeper than any loss. Surprise shattered the script in the ninth, not with heroics, but with hubris from the north. As Blue Jays manager John Schneider orchestrated a bullpen shuffle that neutralized New York's late surge, Toronto's dugout erupted prematurely, players spilling onto the field in a mock celebration that mocked the pinstripes' pride. Boone, ever the diplomat, later called it classless, but the damage was done. Guerrero Jr.'s grand slam from Game 2 still haunted the highlight reels, his curtain call a taunt that fueled Yankee fire for next year. This wasn't mere elimination, it was a reckoning for a franchise starved 17 Octobers from its last parade. Boone, backed by Hal Steinbrenner and Judge's unyielding loyalty, vows return. His contract runs through 2026, a lifeline in the crosshairs of fan fury. Yet as the Jays danced under Yankee Stadium lights, one truth lingered: in the playoffs, records like Boone's aren't just numbers, they're shackles, binding promise to perpetual what-ifs. What if this tie becomes the spark that ignites a dynasty delayed? The story of Aaron Boone isn't over, it's a thriller paused on the edge of Act 2. Hey sports fans, if this Yankee heartbreak has you fired up for more raw, unfiltered updates on every MLB twist, ALDS drama, and beyond, smash that subscribe button right now for all sports updates. We're your pulse on the playoffs, don't miss a beat. As the final echoes of that 5-2 loss fade, Boone's unwanted tie casts a long shadow over the Bronx. 8 years in, he's the winningest skipper since Torrey, yet the World Series eludes like a mirage in the desert of defeat. Picture the post-game presser, Boone's voice steady, deflecting the daggers from reporters hungry for scapegoats, insisting this squad, 94-68, tied for AL's best, deserves another shot. But whispers grow. Is patience wearing thin for a man who's mastered the regular season but fumbles the fall classic? The Jays' surge, powered by Yesevic's splitter sorcery and Varsho's doubles that sliced like knives, exposed cracks in New York's armor. 23 runs surrendered in the first 2 games, a pitching paradox that Boone couldn't patch. Fans, loyal to the core, chant for change, their October anguish boiling over into off-season audits. Yet Boone's resilience shines. From his 2003 ALCS walk-off to this bitter tie, he's the everyman hero in a sport of gods, reminding us that baseball's beauty lies in its brutal unpredictability. The narrative arcs back to Game 3's miracle, that 9-6 resurrection where Judge's foul pole homer erased a 6-1 hole, the largest comeback in Yankee elimination lore. It was pure theater, Stanton's thunder, Chisholm's speed blurring bases, the bullpen's 6 2/3 shutdown innings defying odds. Boone orchestrated it all, his lineup tweak teasing Ben Rice's pinch hit magic. A gamble that paid dividends in the moment. But Game 4's flatline exposed the fragility, Rodon's unraveling, Hill's betrayal, a defense that danced too close to disaster. Toronto, once underdogs, flipped the script. 8 regular season wins over New York ballooning to series dominance, Schneider's bullpen chess outfoxing Boone's board. This record tie? It's not defeat, it's defiance, a badge Boone wears as he plots 2020 success redemption. Will Steinbrenner's faith hold, or will fan revolt force a fork in the road? The suspense simmers, turning every winter rumor into high-stakes drama. In the quiet aftermath, Boone reflects on legacies, Martin's fiery exits, Showalter's near misses, Baker's eternal bridesmaid status. His 50 games match their tally, a club no one craves membership in. Yet optimism flickers, Judge's 6 elimination homers, a record shared with Ortiz, signal untapped thunder. The Yankees' core, Stanton, Chisholm, Rice, brewing like a storm on the horizon. Boone's story, woven with triumphs, that 2024 World Series run, perhaps a fever dream or faded glory, now threads through this loss, a chapter that humanizes the hunt. Fans, forgive the fall, for spring brings slates wiped clean. But mark this, Boone's tie isn't termination, it's the tension before the twist, the pause that propels plot forward in baseball's grand epic. There you have it, the shocking tie that ties Boone to playoff infamy. But hey, if you're craving non-stop breakdowns like this on every sport Savage turns, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for all sports updates. Your front row seat to the frenzy starts now, join the squad and let's chase those headlines together. Teammates texted support, Boone calling him the heart of this team. The broader impact ripples, merchandise sales dipped, but loyalty surged, fans donning number 99 jerseys in solidarity. Media frenzy ensued, ESPN specials dissecting the Judge conundrum. Pundits like Buster only praised his grace, no excuses, pure class. Yet, beneath, frustration brews. Insiders hint at contract talks, will he demand trades if rings elude? The storytelling arc bends toward climax, free agency looms in 2029, but loyalty binds him to the Bronx. For now, reflection dominates. Judge journals nightly, scripting his own narrative turnaround. Spring beckons with promise, new pitchers, refined approaches. The hero's journey demands trials, this denial another forge. Fans cling to hope, chanting, all